Hello guys, and welcome to the Q&A part 4. Yes, part 4. Check out the hat, guys. Check out the hat. Let me see myself. It's looking good. It's looking good. Alright guys, let's get down to it. I'm going to start off with thank you for the questions that I had on my last video and even the video before that. As you know, every Tuesday we do Q&A day, so I'm going to be answering 3 questions today, and the first one is from Javid. Thank you in advance to Javid for this question. He says, how do I cycle creatine? Good question. I mean, back in the day, there used to be research that, you know, you would load up on creatine and then kind of taper off it. But I'm going to admit it, guys, as well, when I was younger, I did try this as well. For me, it just made me go toilet too often. But with advanced research these days, they say taking it post workout is best, with a source of carbohydrates and protein, because what that does, the creatine, the carbs actually help drive the creatine to the muscles post workout. So what I normally do, I would start off with 3 grams of creatine and do this for about a couple of weeks. Then I would increase to 5 grams, and then again on to 10 grams. I wouldn't go any more than 10 grams post workout of creatine, and I'll probably do this for about 2 months tops, and then I would rest, because what the body starts doing is, you know, it starts to get used to the consumption of it. So I would rest for a bit and then continue after a month of like not taking it, then go again. Again, this time probably start at 5 grams and build yourself up to 10 grams. Because again, our body does create creatine naturally, but we can also get it from foods as well, such as red meat like steak and foods like that. But supplementation is really good, and you'll find an increase in strength and power and just all that explosiveness. So you know, it can work in the gym, it can work towards sports, any kind of explosive sports like rugby, athletics, football, whatever that involves exploding and using the muscles in a fast, using the fast twitch fibers in your muscles. Okay guys, so hopefully that helps you. Guys, I'm sweating as well. I am sweating. It's one of those days, it's just like too hot. Okay, this next question is from Pascal. I think I've pronounced that right. Pascal. How could I structure a shredding workout plan? Well, as you know, I'm shredded myself right now. I'm now 10 days out, and you saw my video from yesterday of my condition. But this is quite a broad question. I'll try and answer it as best as I can. So for me, there's 3 elements to it, 3 main elements. Okay, you've got your cardio, you've got your food, and you've got your weight training. 3 main points. So for me, let's start off with the cardio. I would build, so let's go for like a 12-week program, right? I would start off with minimal cardio, like twice a week, say half an hour each time, maybe 45, and then I'll build that up slowly through the weeks. Okay, so like week 2 and 3, you might go to 3 or 4 times of half an hour, and then maybe increase that 3 to 4 times to 45 minutes. Just kind of increase the workload of cardio. All right, because again, you're gonna get fitter. Your cardiovascular, heart and lungs will start getting more efficient, and you can actually do more. And also mentally as well, when you start seeing change in your body, it will give you that momentum, that eagerness to do more. So kind of build that up, manage it kind of follow the way your body feels, because sometimes it doesn't feel like doing it and you might have to reduce it or whatever it is. Manage it that way, but try and increase it throughout those weeks. Food is probably the most important part, or equally as important. You must try and eat reasonably well 80% of the time. 70 to 80, I'll definitely say 80 though. 80% of the time. So carb sources, you want to be eating either like brown rice, white rice now and again, especially post-workout, sweet potatoes or yams, oats, rice cakes, and again, you know, you can start at a moderate amount of carbohydrates, like, so you can maybe start off at 180, 150 grams, depending on your weight. Keep your protein like stable, it's kind of easier that way, so around about 250 depending on your weight as well. And then your fats moderate, so like 50 grams of fat a day. But what you need to do is kind of, it's all about trial and error. Obviously I'm a transformation coach, so I kind of have my own formula that I kind of use, but it all depends on how active you are, your body type, if you're used to training or not, if you're advanced, if you're a beginner. There's a lot of elements I have to think about before I set a calorie kind of target, and then obviously divide the macros in place. But I would start off with something basic, but make sure you're eating clean, about 2 to 3 hours in between each meal. It does help, it kind of helps spike your metabolic rate each and every time. The more meals you have kind of throughout the day kind of gets the engine ticking over. So that's food. Obviously protein as well, you know, clean foods, I've mentioned this before, so clean cut meats like chicken breast, turkey breast, egg whites, fish like cod, salmon, you know, whey protein as well, all really low in carbohydrates but high in proteins. So you want to kind of again have that with a carb source as well, really important, because your body will obviously try and maintain as much muscle as possible through the protein, and obviously having moderate carbs and then doing your cardio at the same time will try and tap into the fat sources, hence why we keep the fat on moderate level as well. But healthy fats is good, so if you're going to have fats, coconut oil is really good. It's high in saturates, but it's a different type of fat. This fat kind of helps you burn the bad fat. Coconut oil is really good. It's got so many benefits. Last question is from Joanna. Right, I was meant to get Laura to answer this question. Actually, I think she's coming through the door. 1 minute. Yes, she is. Perfect timing. Like, I can't get any better than that. Like, literally perfect timing. I mean, it's pretty late right now, but I'm sure she can answer a little bit of the question. Okay, let's wait for it to come in. What's that? What do you mean? There's, you literally walked in you know, in timely fashion to answer that question about how do you guys deal with the differences from food to the time you spend in the gym. Also, you guys having kids, isn't it hard? Do you remember that question?
Yeah. How do you guys deal with the differences from food to the time you spend in the gym, and also having kids? Isn't it hard?
She said obviously you're not bodybuilding, but
yeah,
you kind of are into the gym, I guess. So.
Yeah. But I
You've got to talk to the camera. Better talk there.
Why do we have to do this when I've like got no makeup on and I've got a tan on?
Yeah, that's alright, you've got a tan. But she's just gone and got a tan because we've got a photo shoot tomorrow, so you'll see that tomorrow's vlog. But anyway, talk to the camera. So how do we kind of
I don't really know. Like, it's because you've done it since for so many years, it becomes normal. And every prep is better than the last, apart from the Olympia was the worst one. But most of the preps aren't so bad, especially this one's been the best, I think, because you're managing it better, and you are. And you're spending just as much time to help with the family and the kids that you should do, that you didn't before the Olympia.
So that she also said, hold on.
For sure. And the time in the gym, I don't really even notice it, because you go in the morning before we're awake, and then you get back for breakfast, and then you go before you come home at night.
She goes, from a little bit of isn't into body. How do you guys feel different food? I've been single for years because a lot of men have difficulties to accept the time I spend in the gym. The fact that I can always eat out, or even silly things like me being in bed at a decent time so I can get less rest. I know love can concur everything for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the time in the gym, I don't notice it, because you go in the morning, you get back sometimes before breakfast, sometimes after, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
So guys, when I do my cardio, try and get up as early as possible. Try.
And then you go to work for the day, and then you go to the gym and are back about 6:30. Maybe the moment it's around 6:30. Maybe sometimes it was like twice a week you get back at 8 o'clock at night.
We're training a bit earlier now, actually.
It's not that bad, is it? A couple of times a week to come back a bit later, and a couple of times to come back at 6:30, help with the kids, put them to bed.
It does kind of help, because my career and job is within the industry, so
yeah, so you can
part
finish.
of work.
You don't have to finish work at 5 and then go to the gym and then get home at like 8, 9 at night every day. That would probably be much more difficult. You were doing that for the Olympia prep and coming home at 8 at night every day, but you haven't done that recently. Which
started
helps.
training earlier.
Going out for dinner and stuff. I think basically neither of us we don't really do that often anyway.
But when I do, guys, I kind of plan it
Yeah.
as a kind of a cheat meal. And if that is the case, then we kind of like drop the calories leading up to that meal, which you can then kind of compensate and manage it that way.
Yeah, and
and then again, we don't go
out loads. We take,
We're boring guys. We don't go out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just stay in with kids. But
once you've got the kids anyway, most people are in every night anyway.
I mean, there's definitely ways. I don't think you have to be.
I get a lot of people when I'm tanning say, "Oh, I can't do another competition because my partner wouldn't let me." No, not a chance. I could never do another one. And I always think, well, why? Like, I would never say to Ryan, "You can't do any more." It's like, I can't. That's not going to achieve anything, is it? If I say, "Oh, you're not allowed to do any more," or "You can't do any more," just got to support him doing it and get on with it.
So Joanna, I think you've probably got to find someone that, again, probably helps if they're within the industry, or help just support what you do. And obviously, it helps if they got like a hobby as well, I guess, and so you can kind of support each other and know what it feels like to do so. So yeah.
Bye.
I've got to get my tan in as well, guys. So we've got a photo shoot tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow's vlog, guys. Shooting with Giles Crofter, one of the top fitness industry photographers. We're going to try some crazy stuff, I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully you've enjoyed that, guys. Give me a thumbs up right now on the video, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you've got any other questions, put them below, guys. See you later.